Hi, everybody. Welcome to my podcast episode where we talk a lot about random things. Well, if you're new here, welcome here on my channel or welcome here on Spotify where I uploaded few episodes of podcast and yeah, it's not a structured podcast, so it's just a conversational something that comes around of your mind. It's just like that podcast. But here on this podcast episode, I also want to make sure that it's something special and unique. I have a letter here from someone, and she is really willing to share a little bit of her background. And so, to know more about this podcast episode, please stay and then we're gonna be tackling about it, okay? Okay. So let me just turn this page of our notebook. I actually have here the diary. It's not just a podcast, it's also written here. We literally have the diary here. And I have found it, the letter. This letter was written on November 22, 2023. And she said, "When I was a kid, all I ever wanted was to study science. I assumed that maybe if I put my mind into it, I can eventually survive it. I wanted to study medicine and human behavior. I was told we cannot afford it. I had three ambitions. One, to study medicine. Then two, to study human behavior. Three, to study arts. Maybe I thought during that time I was creative or artistic enough. Or smart enough to dream I could fit in medicine. I even joined student organization to master my communication and leadership skill. Well, but now I can't seem to lead a single group anymore. And I shut people off away and stop communicating in every small piece of reason to distance myself. And I had to protect my boundaries because during my teenage I was badly emotionally scarred. And so this girl went through so much pain when she was a teenager, and maybe that's why upon growing up she realized that there's so much to life than digging yourself into this little pain. But this little pain changes her. She changes the way she dreams, and to become optimistic is something that she set aside. It's just so sad to know that someone like this exists and someone who sets aside her dream exists. Someone who cannot afford her dream and someone who can really study the thing or the subject, the academic thing that she wanted to pursue. It's just sad. But I think it's just most people are born with not so much privilege that it's so hard to achieve one thing, and it's not their fault. It's not your fault. If you're someone who also goes through the same thing, if you're someone who wants to pursue some courses or some study and you cannot afford it for some reason, and even if you try scholarships or such, it's not just the luck is not in your hand or the blessing to have it onto your path in life. It's not your fault, really. It's just circumstances in life is like that, and nothing is fairly made. But if you would have been if you could have been privileged enough, like if you will have that wish that someday you can have this specific course in your life and you had the opportunity to pursue it, then go with it. Like, you we can be this we can all everyone cannot be this little girl who sets aside and turns around her dream for a reason. We can do something about it. We can do and take action about it, right? Yeah, that girl is me. And again, welcome to this podcast episode. That's just for this episode.